Iron Mike Tyson and Jake Paul's fight scheduled for July 20th in less than 2 months has been postponed, and I saw it all coming. The much anticipated fight between Iron Mike Tyson and Jake Paul has now been postponed, leaving fans and boxing enthusiasts on ice because a new date has yet to be scheduled. But here's the whole twist. It's not what you think. It's not Tyson's sickness when he was on that plane. Find out the real reason why they're postponing the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight scheduled for July 20th.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You got knocked the fuck out! What's happening?
To Jake Paul's team, after Mike Tyson met with doctors, Tyson was advised not to train hard over the next few weeks. And as a result of his recent medical emergency, like I said, he had an alleged ulcer flare-up while on a plane flying from Miami to Los Angeles, I believe. Training with less than 2 months away from a fight will not only put Tyson in an uncompromisable position, but it will give him little to no chance of winning. No. This wasn't good news for Mike Tyson, but what's the real reason why Mike Tyson, because he initiated this, what's the real reason why Tyson wanted this fight postponed? Now, as I mentioned, Mike Tyson not being able to train at full capacity with less than 2 months to the fight, this is the very reason why they decided to postpone the fight, and they needed both parties to agree. However, I called this weeks ago. I did a video and said Mike Tyson is getting cold feet. I saw it before it started to happen. And here's the thing. I realized that Mike Tyson, when I saw public appearances, Mike Tyson did not look confident. In fact, I noticed him looking a little afraid. In the last encounter they had, a PR where they stood face to face, I guess it was a marketing and promotion, different things like that, Tyson appeared confused, out of place, and uncertain. Almost like he was thinking, oh my God, we're really here. This fight is really going to happen. Oh my God, I am so afraid. This is what I said weeks ago, and lo and behold, here we are postponing the fight. And wait till you hear the real reason. Like I said, I called this weeks ago, and after I called it and I did a video say Tyson is getting cold feet, then in a few days, here comes the ulcer flare up on an airplane. To the point where I know about ulcers. I don't have one, but I have friends that had one. And you know the biggest cause of an ulcer flare up, other than eating something that flares it up? Stress.
Oh my God.
So even if Mike Tyson indeed had an ulcer flare up, what triggered it? Mike Tyson is terrified of this fight on July 20th. I know this doesn't sound right because this is big bad Iron Mike Tyson, but here's the hard truth. He's not the same Mike Tyson that he used to be. Yeah, he looks the same physically. Well, he's 30 years older. He looks the same and different things like that. I'm talking about internally, right? Because, listen, the game is played on the outside, but the game is won on the inside. Yes. Mike Tyson doesn't have the same mindset. He doesn't have the same mindset that means I'm the king here and there's nobody else that comes close. He doesn't have that same mindset because before he had that mindset when he was living in survival. That's how he created that mindset growing up, on his own and homeless and having to navigate for himself. That created that, survivor's mindset. Yes. That's what led Iron Mike Tyson to become the boxer that we all know and love. This new and improved Mike Tyson, although he's a better person, this doesn't equate to the ferocious killer that he used to be. Mike Tyson is more filled with love and joy and peace now, and he's 57 years old. Mike Tyson is terrified to fight Jake Paul because he's not the same person that he used to be. You already know, a fight of this magnitude with less than 2 months away, they can't afford to allow this thing to get messy with just a short period of time to go. It's too much money involved. Yes. This is why Tyson and Paul appear to agree that the fight should be postponed. Now, this postponement was not only shocking to the fans, but also to the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation because they were shocked by the news of a postponement. Now, here's why they were shocked about the news of a postponement. They were well aware of Tyson's ulcer flare-up, but says, now mind you, listen to this carefully, they said Tyson's camp assured them that Tyson's medical scare would not, I repeat, would not impact the fight. They also reported Tyson was back to 100%. Now listen, come on, we know that that report was real. This is too much money involved to allow a layperson to give a report out of a whole camp. This was from a credible source and it was accurate, but what happened was they changed their mind after they gave this report and they realized, like, hold up, this bull is in no condition to fight. And I'm not talking about the ulcer flare-up. I'm talking about in his mind and in his heart. So hearing the postponement was definitely shocking to the Regulation Association. Now, Tyson's camp released a statement, right? And the statement said, I want to thank my fans around the world for their support and understanding during this time. My body is in better overall shape than it has been since the 90s. This is coming from the horse's mouth. This is Tyson himself. And I will be back to my full training schedule soon. This all comes on the heels of Tyson requiring, like I mentioned, immediate medical assistance on that airplane of an alleged ulcer flare-up. And this is when I saw and first said that Tyson is getting cold feet. Now Tyson still appeared optimistic after the disappointing news, saying, Jake Paul, this may have bought you some time, but in the end, you will still be knocked out and knocked out of boxing, right? Now, I appreciate, he goes on, I appreciate everyone's patience and can't wait to deliver an unforgettable performance later this year. Well, this sounds like, I mean, what is he going to say? You know, I'm in jeopardy of being too afraid to fight because I don't know the result, because I'm not the same person I used to be. I don't think the same way I used to be. I don't look at people, places, and things the same way I used to. So as a result, I can't produce what I used to produce. And I'm just realizing this. I thought I could turn on the Iron Mike, ferocious Tyson, but now I'm standing here and we got less than 2 months away and I'm shaking in my bones. Yes! This is Mike Tyson's true perspective that he can't say, but don't worry, Iron Mike, I'll say it for you. Like I said, Tyson, don't get me wrong, he sounds good. He's still talking that talk. I'll be back. I'm going to end you out of boxing for good. But I truly don't believe that Tyson even believes what he's saying. This is just a PR stunt. This is for marketing and promotions because it's too much at stake. He can't drop the ball and allow this thing to get messy and allow the fans and all the boxing enthusiasts to start doubting that this fight will indeed take place. Now, let's face it, there's already massive ticket sales and all of these other arrangements and money have been spent. So the show must go on. Now, according to Jake Paul, I fully support postponing the event, so Mike Tyson has no excuse comes fight night. Like, listen, skip all the singing. Let's get right tonight. Go ahead, take all the time you want because we ain't gonna have no excuses when I put these hands on you, right? Now, Paul appears to be into Mike's hesitation. He appears to be onto Mike's hesitation and reluctancy to fight. So Paul is basically saying, in other words, in layman's terms, this is what Paul is saying. Take all the time you need, Mike. But once it's on, I don't want any excuses about the outcome when you take this L. Paul goes on and he offers a final statement about the fight. My fans know I don't want to face Iron Mike at anything but his best. But let there be no mistake. When he steps into that ring with me, I will be ready to claim my W with a sensational win. Not just with any old win or not by easing by. With a sensational win. Jake Paul sounds utmost confident. Now, Paul versus Tyson will be one for the ages, and I promise to bring my best for the once-in-a-lifetime matchup. Now, the thing is, this all sounds good, and I truly believe that Jake Paul can see through some of the stuff that's going on, and I think he sees a little bit about what I'm seeing. It's a little hesitation. It's a little, even when Mike Tyson, when they were standing face to face, and you know, almost like after the weigh-in and they stand face to face and grit each other down, Mike Tyson couldn't hold it. He eventually smirked and then tapped Jake Paul like he broke. He's not the same killer that he used to be. He's not living in survival mode like he used to live. So he is unable to tap into that mindset that he used to tap into when he was knocking everybody out in the first round, when he was the most ferocious, the most feared boxer of all times. He is not that man. And now I believe Mike Tyson is realizing it. And I believe he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, not knowing what to do because it's too much money at stake.
Yes!
Listen, where will we go? What will we do? I believe the fight will happen, but I do believe that Mike is shaking in his boots. Listen, Mike Tyson, if you need some advice, if you need somebody to help you to cope with this situation and become your best self, I'm available. I got time. Hit me up. To all of you, I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you from the depths of my heart. Never forget, you are important, you are necessary, and you are sufficient. So please keep watching because I'm going to keep bringing it. So you be great. And more importantly, be blessed.